Cancelled.
Schweezy.
So, folks, there's something I need to say today to all of you out there in the world. I talk a lot, and that being said, I've said a lot of shit to a lot of people. One specific group I would like to talk about today, I've talked a lot of shit on, are the Backstreet Boys. So, I have had a reputation of saying bad things about the Backstreet Boys and how they're not as good as NSYNC, and they're just kind of a lesser boy band than NSYNC. But I'm going to be honest with y'all today. They really aren't that bad.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Folks, I actually kind of like a couple of the Backstreet Boys songs, and, it's hard for me to admit that. And, it takes a man to come forward and say he was wrong about something. Now, they are still not as good as NSYNC. They never will be as good as NSYNC. The thing is with NSYNC is I can sit down and listen to an entire NSYNC album. Like, I frequently do that with no strings attached. I would say it's probably one of my favorite. I'm either going to put it in my favorite albums or one of my influential albums of my life. Just how good it is. God. No strings attached, NSYNC. Like, you're like, oh, I fucking hate boy bands, and that shit was cheesy. That album's really good and proves talents. And people always, you meet people who try to upscale me at the Backstreet Boys. Like, well, every member gets solos in the Backstreet Boys. But NSYNC is like, they have parts. Like, it's like Lance Bass is a bass, Joey Fatone's a baritone, JC is the tenor 2, Justin's tenor 1, and then Chris, he's a countertenor. So it's like, they sing these parts. So especially when NSYNC gets a cappella is when it gets really good. But anyways, though, back to Backstreet Boys. I do want to formally apologize. However, I only really like a couple songs by the Backstreet Boys. Let's be real. I wrote a list of all of them. I Want It That Way. I really enjoy that one. That was probably the best one I think they have. Tell me why it ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why it ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never want to hear you say I want it that way. I really need to go out and play shows again, folks. I'm just being honest. Now that the world's going back up, I need to fucking get out there and play more. So I Went That Way. I think that's my favorite. Everybody, Backstreet's back. All right. Oh my God, we're back again. That one's a good one. As long as you love me, who you are, where you're from, okay, what you did, as long as you love me. That one's a banger. I like that one. That was probably my second favorite. Then Larger Than Life. That was like bam, bam, because I was on Napoleon Dynamite too. I have to kind of admit that one was on Napoleon Dynamite, and that one that's the one. Summer and her crew danced, the Happy Hands Club danced to, if you don't remember, because that makes you larger than life. Down, 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 down. That one's a cool one. So it's a lot of fun party music, though. But folks, though, I have played myself.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
And how much shit I have said about Backstreet Boys. So I do want to come out here again and say, I apologize for how much shit I've been talking about the Backstreet Boys. However, I'm going to be honest with you. They're still not as good as NSYNC. Like, NSYNC, I mean, obviously NSYNC is the greatest boy band that ever existed. I mean, you could argue with me Boys to Men, and I will be like, you have a good argument. And we could fight all day on that. But I wholeheartedly believe NSYNC is the best boy band that's ever existed. That's just a fact for me. I mean, there's only, okay, I can name all NSYNC members, but the only Backstreet Boys members I know are Nick Carter, because he's Aaron Carter's brother, Brian Littrell, I'm probably saying that wrong, only because I grew up Christian, and he does Christian stuff. And then they have like 2 Joey Fatone ripoffs, which like you don't even need one Joey Fatone ripoff. Of course, I love Joey, but like we all know Joey wasn't the one women that got women wet. We all know that. We all know that shit. Anyways, though, folks, this is my formal apology to anyone I've argued with about my hatred towards Backstreet Boys. 'Cause I don't really hate them. I do enjoy them, but they still aren't as good as NSYNC. That's a fact. Hey, thank you for checking out that highlight from Cancel Schweezy. Now, I hope your brain cells don't hurt. We got more highlights available now everywhere. We also got more full episodes as well. If you want to watch a full episode of Cancel Schweezy, available now, right here, right now, available now. If you liked everything, make sure you subscribe to the channel. That way you get notified when new highlights and episodes come up. And leave a comment, like, and stay awesome.